Jolan true, Centurions, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, or I am Lieutenant Commander Derek of the destroyer RIS Gigas. As we continue our campaign, well, sort of the beginning of a campaign, against the Federation. We haven't actually made it into Federation space. We are still very much skirmishing over the neutral zone. We are in our tiny little frigate. There's not much to say about it other than it's little and, well, we want to get rid of it as soon as possible so we can get something nice and bigger and better. So we don't even need to stop into Stardock to check out anything because we're not buying anything. All hands to battle stations, and we'll begin to operate our systems at peak efficiency. We can go to 15 minus 3 for 12 because we need to charge a Wild Weasel. We probably don't actually need this, but just in case the Gorn show up, it'll be nice to have. And I forgot to look up the key for cloaking device. Oh, should have done that. Now I remember what I forgot to do before I started playing today. Does it tell me? No, it just says cloaking device toggle. So we're just going to have to keep on hopping back and forth. And we have seen our enemy. It is a Federation frigate. It does appear to be the Mushroom class. And that is specifically a FF type standard. So he will have 2 photon torpedoes and then 2 forward phaser 1s here. A phaser 1, a phaser 1, a phaser 3, and a phaser 3. That's how that works. I'm almost positive if I'm remembering my Federation ships correctly. But yes, so that'll be 3 or 4. I don't remember if this front one is 2 or just a single one on the normal FF. I believe the refit does give him 2, 2, and 2. But this is probably not a refit. Oh, we've also shown up a ODBR, so an Orion destroyer. And we will, well, I guess set up into cloak. We have nothing better to do anyway. So, power key. You can't see, but I'm making like wavery hand gestures. Couldn't help it, because we are in cloak. We can't do anything in cloak except for, fly. We'll pick up a little bit of speed now that we are no longer wasting power on other things. Oh, and it looks like it was eating power from one of our plasma torpedoes. So slow down a little bit. We want to still be able to charge all our weapons, so that by the time we make it to this frigate, we can hit him with, well, several tons of heavy firepower. Keep charging that torpedo. Now, the one advantage of being Romulan and using a Klingon design is we get the maneuverability of the Klingons and the the cloak of the Romulans. Let's also take an opportunity to go reinforce to the max. And incoming fire, and both of them missed because we were cloaked. That is the reason. And so it's 1, 1, and 1. Okay, so the original Federation frigate is only 1, 1, 1, 1. And he did fire one of his phasers. I'm waiting for 2 more phaser shots, and then, come on, 1 more phaser shot. That's all of your phasers. Come out of cloak, prepare to fire. We are closing in at a fairly decent range. We will be able to engage first plasma torpedo. Select plasma torpedo 2. Engage with second plasma torpedo. And all the phasers lay into him. Now he will respond with phaser 3s, but his phaser 3s were knocked offline. At the time he's turning back to try and get that one on target. It does strike at us, but it didn't really do much damage. It did hit our stern shield though. So something to keep in mind. One of his photon torpedoes appears to either be stunned or offline, and his phaser 3 is destroyed, which does put us in a very nice and handy position. Although we do want to finish this battle before this ODBR comes up, and I don't think we can. Oh, we forgot to do the drive-by shot, because we have this phaser 2 mount, and it only fires to the stern. So he's now laying into us with those phaser 3s. Wonderful phaser 3s, actually. They're, like, hilariously strong. Let's reply, hitting the permit with all 3 of our shots and the single phaser 1 that we had, and I think we're slotting into position exactly where we want to be. We just got to keep this turn going a little bit more, and we will be right where we need to be. Now, he is still pulling away at quite the speed. The captain is giving all that power to the engines, and we can't quite afford to do that, because we do need to charge 2 plasma torpedoes. We would like this ODBR to go after the Federation frigate first, but he's not. He's coming after us. That's a problem. Federation frigate has also taken the time to fix his phaser 3, which, again, also a problem. And he's going away at quite the speed. I'm kind of content to allowing him to do this simply because I need time to charge these plasma torpedoes. Come on. Well, are you delaying specifically so that he will show up? It really feels like you're doing that to me, man. Our forward shield is reinforced just a little bit, although we will have our plasma torpedoes ready to go very shortly. Is he getting ready for a turn-in for engaging with torpedoes? Because I'm going to be frank, man, you lose that fight. Although we cannot fire our plasma torpedoes into him right now because, well, he wins that fight. Putting up increase in speed. Port side plasma torpedo is fully charged. Okay, kick up the speed, full power. We're chasing after him at full bore here. We're going to get nice and close to him, and then we're just going to lay into him with plasma torpedoes. If he wants to play this running game, well, we can outrun him. So now he's turning in. He's curling in for this nice little hit. And fire torpedo 1. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Wait for it. Wait for it. Torpedo 2. Good hits. Phasers. The drive-by phasers. Getting good hits in there. Took out one of his photon torpedoes. And the ODBR is now going for him because he's an easier target to hit. And we'll hit him with the other phaser 1. And then it's time to get out of here. So let's cloak, pull away. He's lost both of his phaser 3s and one of his photon torpedoes. We want to make ourselves a more difficult target. So we're hoping this ODBR goes after somebody other than us. And we'll just make tracks. Get out away from the enemy. Make it clear that he is a vulnerable target, easy to kill. And if this ODBR goes for him, we'll be in a good position. Wow, he's strong. So you're actually our next target. We're going to have to kill you. If we don't, we're dead. So let's slow down speed so we can start getting some charge on our plasma torpedoes. And also to the phaser capacitor, because we don't have a great phaser arsenal, but it's decent enough. We are going to want to hit this destroyer now, though, because this Federation frigate is pretty badly mauled. He's lost all speed at this point. Oh, he's in a bad way. So we need to be very mindful of that, because this guy is really well loaded. The death, okay, suppose, guess. Are we starting to charge our plasma torpedoes? We are just now starting to charge the plasma torpedoes. Let's come out of cloak and start helping out, because you have only photon torpedoes left, and we need to start causing damage to you. So out of cloak, pull again, full attack, and you're gonna shoot those down? Nope. Put that, and ooh, he knocked out our forward shields without any problem. And this is going to hurt our stern shield unless we can get away from it. Can we? Oh, not quite. Cloak. I think it's time to run. Discretion is the better part of valor. Is it Shift M? Next mine not ready. Control M. Control N. Shift N. No, it looks like we got to wait for the shuttle bay to fully rearm. So, yeah. So we took out our target. This... What was that? I heard something really weird. So, I don't think our mission requires us to kill him. So we're not going to. Unless we can bait him into a nuclear space mine. And I don't think we can do that. We could try. Let's give it a shot. I've never used a nuclear space mine. Let's see if we can't bait him into it. Also, we need to get on top of some repairs here. What are you doing? What is that sound? It's not shields going up. I kind of do want to come out of cloak and fight him. He's not hitting us with any of his weaponry, which is good, but, you know, he could. He very much could take us out like that. So we are able to maintain this turn. He is higher energy turning. We're going to stay cloaked. And there's our mine. Let's see if we can force him into it. He's going for it. Come on. Go active. Yes! 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 Ha! We hit him with the nuclear space mine. Not sure what that's going to do for us. But it was still nice to hit him with it. Let's come out of cloak. Give me the power. All weapons, select. And we don't have any more nuclear space mines. That's it. So... Oh crap. Well, we needed that. More power, more power. More energy. Let's get away. Let's get away from this. And he's hitting us now. So he hit him with the nuclear space mine. It did cause some power damage. It did blow a big hole into his shields. But, you know, we're pretty badly... We're in a not great way now. Okay, plasma torpedo, away. Caused some decent damage here. We are repairing our Phaser 3 mount, which is quite heavily damaged. But we are in a decent position, I think. Got the tractors for defense, and we'll just keep plinking away. I'm not sure what kind of position we're in. We hit him with the nuclear space mine, which is great. But, I mean, how much are we going to get out of that? Because we do have, well, holes on a lot of our shields, and we've started taking a lot of systems damage. We've lost 2 points of power, which is huge for a frigate. He's only doing a speed of 8, which could be... Oh, no, let go, let go. Tractor beam, repel, activate. Stop doing this. Let go. Please. Come on. Free us. Free us from this torment. All of them select. We hit him through his shields. Our repel tractor beam appeared to have worked. He has fired some missiles at us. Defense set. Once again, unfortunately, we're now going to have to eat this with one of our phaser ones, which we need to shoot at him. Okay, so how many more missiles you got left? You have B-Racks, so... B-Racks aren't extended magazine? They're normal firing ones. Okay, we got to patch the warp core. We need it to be fixed. Our starboard plasma torpedo is being charged once again. Unfortunately, we just don't have forward shields, which is a big problem, actually. Because we don't have any armor either. So every shot that he hits us with, and he is hitting us quite often, is a major problem. And I don't want to get too close because he'll do that. And we're doing full power still. Alright, we just don't have the shields for this. Plinking away with our phaser 2. It's not doing a great deal of work. We have lost our shuttle bay, but that's not a big deal. We don't have any more mines left. Cause a little bit of light plinking damage. More missiles incoming. 3 speed. We can't afford to take these hits. And we don't have any other defenses as of right now. Our starboard side plasma torpedo is about to come online if we give it some time. Pick up some more speed. There we go. Okay. Oh, it was off. We needed that on. Let's slow down a bit because I need a good shot on you. Get it ready for a high energy turn. Preferably in a position to really hurt him. Mine. Just see if we can't sort of bait something out of him. He's turning away, but I don't think he's going to get away from the mine, so he will have to hit it. So mine goes red. Mine hits. Good. And now we're going to high energy turn this one. We do have a plasma torpedo ready to go. So we need select 3 and bring it around. And torpedo away. All weapons prepare for the phaser follow-up. This is going to be important. Phaser 1's in through the hole. Turn off. Hit him with the flank phasers now. And come on. There we go. 3 more hits right there, doing 12 damage. Pull away a bit. We've knocked out one of his missile launchers, his stern, one of his disruptors, 2 of his phaser 1s, 2 of his phaser 3s. He's down to a single phaser 1 and 2 phaser 3s and a single missile launcher. Okay. And his disruptors, but he hasn't used those all fight, and I don't know why. I would definitely be trying to use those. I want to spend a repair part on power because we need it. We need it if we want to try and accomplish anything here, and we are going to have to fire another one of our phaser 1s to the stern to take care of this incoming missile, which kind of sucks. Oh, nope, phaser 2 did it. So let's come around, and I want to hit one of his open sides, but it looks like we're going to have to hit a red shield here. Unless you get too close, in which case we're going to have to brute force this. Get a couple of hits on through, did more damage through. He returned fire with a phaser 3, which did dent us. It's knocked down a point of power. We're just sort of trading blows here. Although I think we're in a little bit of a better shape. Maybe not, though. We have taken out all his phaser 1s, so he's down just to the phaser 3s and a single disruptor mount. And both of our plasma torpedoes are charging, which is good for us. We're not going to get a whole ton of prestige out of this, are we? I'm just thinking we're probably going to get like 200 out of this. If he can keep that forward shield towards us, that's a problem. Because that forward shield eats up a lot of the amount of damage that we can deal. Alright, stern firing through. More of the flank phaser doing some work. How soon until I can get another high energy turn? It's a 57% chance. Yeah, that ain't happening anytime soon. He is dropping down to a speed of 6, and his phasers are slowly charging, but that's all he's got left is a single phaser 3 mount. And we are on his stern right now. Okay. Just trying to match. So if he turns too much this way, he is going to get it, so he has a shot on that. Follow up both plasma torpedoes since the shuttle bay appears to be offline. And that's a takeout. Nice. Unfortunately, we did get a little bit of splashback damage from that, so we are going to have to go home and repair. But not bad. The nuclear space mine really did help. So 378 prestige, which is not bad, but we're only at 966. We have a lot more to go before we get to the 17 something that we need for our for the heavy cruiser version. It's not even there anymore, but there is the WVL, the War Vulture Early Dreadnoughts. Armed pretty pathetically, actually. 2 plasma Rs and 6 phaser 1s. Wow, that's it. I do want to take a moment to check the K5R's cloaking cost so that we actually know what we're doing here. So, not a snipe. None of these snipes. We're a K5. Oh, there it was. So, K5R cloaking cost of 6 points of power every time we want to cloak. Alrighty. So now that we know that. Supply yard, how bad is this bill? 58? Oh, just 58. Okay. We also need a couple more mines because we used them. As much as I don't want to spend on repair parts, we do need it. So, had to spend quite a bit of cash to sort of make up for that. But such is life. A scouting mission. This is actually really good for us. Scouting missions for Romulus, you know, you just go in cloaked and you scan the objective and get out.
All hands to battle posts.
Okay. Really, game? Why? So, we're going to do exactly what the mission said and scout the enemy. We're looking at an actual Federation dreadnought here. Yeah, it's flat out a Federation class dreadnought. The FDN. Now, granted, this realistically is armed kind of like a heavy cruiser. It's got like 4, maybe 6 photon torpedoes. It's not hugely well armed. But we're a tiny frigate. We're K5R. And this is our fight. Are you seriously running away from me? Yes, he's making tracks away. Okay. I want the plasma torpedoes to be fully charged before I, you know, come charging after you, but if you're just gonna run, does the AI actually try and make it off map now? Oh, we gotta find that out. That'll be interesting. That'll be fascinating, actually. You can't be... Oh, no, you are coming towards me. Okay, never mind. Never mind that at all. So, the plan. What is the plan? Well, we need 6 points of power for the cloaking device, which I may just dump these, because we're not going to fight. Plasma torpedoes offline. So, we're going to need, what is it, 3 points of power for the scanners. So, let's get the deep scan charging up. And then we need 6 points of power for the engines. Alright, so... he's starting to shoot at us. Wow, he's hitting quite a few times. Let's disappear. And this is the plan. So we're going to cloak, we're going to take a peek, and then the moment the deep scan is done, we are gone. And we may dump a nuclear space mine just to discourage pursuit. So... okay, Dreadnought. Hi. Hopefully he can't hit us. He's got a lot of phasers. Deep scan is done. Cut it. Nuclear space mine. And let's get going. So we are gone. That's a nuclear space mine. Deployed perfectly. Which means he's got to come all the way around it. So let's just get out of here. That nuclear space mine does more than enough damage to basically make him cry. Which, you know, is important. Let's go yellow alert, so we're not charging anything except engines. We're no longer charging the deep scan. Tractors are off defense, and I no longer wish to be cloaked. I wish to have all the engine power for speed. Go, go, go. Full power to engines. How much excess power do I have? A little bit, so that'll be just enough to charge the stern shields. Ow, there is no more stern shield. So, just enough to charge a point of ECM. We have hit maximum speed and we're starting to pull away. If he successfully hits us with that photon torpedo again, we may have trouble. But as you can see, he's got 4 photon torpedoes, 2 for 8 phaser ones. So he's actually skimping a little bit on missile defense. But that's not too bad, honestly. So unfortunately, he was able to come around our nuclear space mine faster than I thought I could. Can I... do all our mines become nuclear space? Okay. So hitting Shift S drops one of those blue mines. And I just wanted to see if hitting Shift M would do it again. And it did not. So Shift M for the nuclear space mine, you get 1. And it does a lot of damage, and it's really nice. But again, you only get 1. Hey map, how long until we escape? A while, according to the map. Which is not great. Because I'm not sure we can survive sustained long-range bombardment from a Federation dreadnought. The proximity photon torpedo is a very efficient and effective weapon. We're slowly getting away, just not very well. Increase the speed of time. So now we're just running at this point. And trying to get away from the Federation dreadnought. Honestly, we did our job really well. I mean, we showed up, we scanned the dreadnought, and now we're trying to get the heck out of here. It's just that I think I took the path that takes us to, you know, the entirety of the board. We are slowly getting away from him, and I'm a little surprised he hasn't launched his, hasn't started just shelling us with photon torpedoes. But maybe he's out of power. It may take him everything he has to maintain this speed. I wouldn't be too surprised by that. Set the course just a little bit. There we go. So now we're heading off to the board edge. And he is closing the distance a little bit. But we should get away no problem. So our little scout frigate did little scouting things, and hopefully we'll get a decent payday for this. I mean, it won't be huge, because after all, I mean, we didn't do anything to him. But there's no possible way the game could have thought that we could take on a Federation dreadnought. So, I mean, that is the nature of the scouting mission. You're not necessarily supposed to be able to fight whoever you get into conflict with. So, showed up, scanned everything, and got the heck out. A successful mission by most standards. 320 prestige. Excellent. That'll go a long way to helping out. How badly damaged was the Gigas? No damage either, so we'll get ourselves a mine back. And so that mission cost us 8 prestige. Mines cost 8? Really? Huh, I thought there were 5 like everything else. Maybe it's because we get nuclear space mines, and so they charge us more for mines. That actually would make a lot of sense. How are we doing for ship classes? 2257 is the current cost for a command cruiser. And whoa, is that serious firepower for command cruiser. 2 plasma Gs, 2 plasma Fs, 2 plasma Ds, 5 phaser 1s, and 4 phaser 2s. I like that a lot. I'd like to have that. Is there anything bigger? The Vulture, which is... oh, wrong button. So, Carity Survey Tug, Commando Tug, Battle Tug. Yeah, so the Command Cruiser is currently the best thing in the Heavy Cruiser category, and we're going to try and look for that. But that brings us to the end of an episode for today, pushing out into the neutral zone, finally starting to make our claim, threatening the Federation planets here and the stations along the neutral zone border. This is just the beginning of what could be a very long campaign to conquer one of the most powerful of our enemies. Anyway, I've been Derek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I post these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.